Self-education. It's ultimately the key to growth, it's the secret to life's fulfillments, and it's also going to close the gap between not having a lot of money and earning a lot of money. Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to learn about the ways that I educate myself and see what can work best for you so that you can start on your path to success. Let's get started. When people think of learning, I feel like maybe the most common response is to think, well, I have to read to learn. And now while that is true, it is not the only path you can take to start educating yourself. There are many different ways that I think can be highly beneficial and will be a lot more convenient to incorporate throughout your day. First, there are podcasts. This ranges from either one person or a group of people educating you on a subject. The reason I love podcasts so much is that when you're driving to work or you're in between people's houses or going out and about, you can just put one on and listen to it for about 15-20 minutes, whatever your commute is. And if you're driving twice a day to and from work, that's about 30 to 40 minutes of you just absorbing information while you're on the road. Back in the day, I used to just drive around and rock out. Yes, I am a rocker, but now when I'm driving around, I'm typically listening to a podcast to and from work or in between friends' houses. And what I'm listening to is High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard that kind of gets you on the path to being a high performer and creating these habits that can last a lifetime to incorporate success into your life. I also listen to some different investing podcasts that educate you on different facets of investing where they interview people who've done it, they give you insight, give you great knowledge, and keep up with current events around the world of investing. I think those are wonderful. I listen to one called the Money Tree Podcast. I'll leave a link in the description below to these so you can kind of find out more about those as well. Another one, which I'm sure you are familiar with, or I'm sure you've at least heard of, is YouTube, right? Where you're seeing this now. Awesome. So you're actually educating yourself right now, so that's really awesome. Did you think about that? YouTube has a great selection for almost anything that you want to find out about. Do-it-yourself projects, how to do this and that, how to fix this and that. All you have to do is just search it in like you would Google on YouTube, and you're going to find tons of videos on how to do certain things or learn about all kinds of free stuff. YouTube is a great resource that I think maybe a lot of people don't necessarily take advantage of, and they need to take advantage of it more often. You can nearly find almost free courses on investing on there, and just so much great pertinent information on how to get started investing, as well as so many other range of topics out there. The possibilities seem endless on YouTube. Another one of my personal favorite ways of learning are through seminars. Now I've only gone to 2, but I have another one lined up, and it's about leadership, and it's about developing your character to lead a team and being, maybe possibly being in a management position. What's great about seminars is you work with a group of people, you're in a nice setting where everyone has the right mindset as far as what they all want to learn, so you're all there for the same thing, so you can really meet, network, and educate yourself all at the same time. And best yet, a lot of these seminars are absolutely free. If you go to eventbrite.com, you can find different seminars ranging from cooking seminars to investing to in real estate, all kinds of great information that's free. And there are some that you can pay for as little as people just don't understand the videos. Oh, it's Mom. Give me 1 second.
Son, what are you doing?
I am just recording a video for YouTube. What are you doing? And there are some that will cost you about 30 bucks and upward of $200, but you just kind of have to weigh out the ones that you feel are valuable to you and attend some free ones to see how you like it. So head to eventbrite.com, search for some seminars in your area and a field that you want to know more about. Go to a couple free ones. They also offer some online webinars where you can attend those for free as well, so you can actually do it from the comfort of your home. Another wonderful way to start educating yourself is find yourself a mentor. Find yourself someone who's already done what you want to do and talk to them, interview them, see if they can help you out, see if they want to be you'll be their grasshopper and they'll be your sensei,
If you will please just sit down and calm yourself, I will tell you where we came from.
Talk. Follow them, let them lead you by example, assuming they've done exactly what you want to do and they've done it the right way and what you see is best, and just mimic their behavior. Try to get a hold of them, reach out to them. What's the worst that can happen? I try to reach out to people all the time through social media who I feel like would never probably talk to me. Sometimes I don't get a response, and there are times where I have gotten a response, and that feels amazing. So reach out to people, don't be afraid to talk, ask questions, and most of them would be happy to help because of course who doesn't want to talk about themselves and their success? So be sure to do that. That can really help you get on the right path and know exactly what to do, because as we know, success leaves clues. So if someone's been successful, they'll let you know the clues that you can start analyzing today to create a successful future. Another awesome way to begin learning is by using online resources as far as educational courses. You can find a lot for free. There's this website called Khan Academy. I'll leave a link in the description below, where he teaches you all about, if you're in high school even, about mathematics, history, science, chemistry, biology, all these different subjects, and he gives you all these free courses, and it's awesome. He also offers courses based around kind of college criteria and practical courses as far as buying a home, investing, opening an IRA. It's wonderful and free information, and he accepts donations, so if you want to help him out, throw a couple bucks his way or more, whatever you see fit or whatever you can afford, okay? There's also a website called Udemy. It's Udemy. I'll leave a link in the description below, of course. And that also offers courses on a wide range of subjects for like 10 bucks, 20 bucks, something like that. I've done a couple of those in my life, and that's gonna allow you to just broaden your horizons. It's almost like an online course you'd go to school for, but it's just great because you can go at your own pace, and it holds you accountable with little quizzes and whatnot. That's a great resource too. And last but not least, if I didn't mention this, I'd beat myself up about it, and it is reading. Now, the reason I say this for last is because not everyone likes to read, but it is inevitable, and you must read for success. I can promise you that. A lot of the most successful people will read a book a week, or 100 books in a year, or whatever their number may be. But you need that to gain different perspectives about the world, and to gain different perspectives about whatever subject you're learning about, so that way you can attack it from all angles and figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. If you only get one other person's perspective and go based just off of that, you're going to be somewhat, for lack of a better term, narrow-minded on the subject. But you want to have a broad spectrum of what's going on, and really broaden your horizons, so that way you can know exactly what would work for you, what might work for everyone else, and all the different possibilities, because what might work for someone else won't work for you, or what works for that person won't work for you, but what worked for him or her over there, that's going to work for you. But now you know what doesn't work, and now you know what does work. And so if maybe you come across someone else who needs the same kind of help, maybe someone else's way of teaching will help them and not the way it is helping you. So you can really have a broad sense of how to do something, or how to, go about working in a field or investing, so you can learn all these different ways and all these different perspectives that are going to help you become a more well-rounded individual. It wasn't up until a year ago. Before a year ago, I never read a book front to back, fiction or nonfiction. I would skim through books here and there, pick out some information, but never truly read a book. And I'm not proud to say this by any means. I'm almost ashamed to say it, but I'm just saying that's the reality of it. And since then, and I've been reading books all throughout last year about investing. I always had a book that I was reading, and once I finished that book, I would move on to the next book. And I was reading these books, it would take me about 2 to 3 months at a time. But now, as I've grown to read for the last year, I'm now in the pursuit of reading a book a week, and I think that's going to make the ultimate difference between, getting closer to financial freedom sooner than it would be, if I took my time reading books and educating myself. And to be honest, reading can be difficult, especially if you used to never read and you're just starting off reading. As for myself, I would find myself getting distracted, and I would find myself thinking about other things and wanting to go do this or that, and maybe I'd start to fall asleep, or just a whole range of things. I would just ultimately be distracted sometimes. And what works best for me are two things. That's going to be creating an environment, so an environment like this, where I know when I come to sit down right here, it's time to learn, it's time to read, it's time to earn money, it's time to do something productive. I know that this is my productive spot, it's my little office, it's my little cave where I'm here to learn and educate myself to better myself for the future. Also, another way I've been doing it is I actually follow along in my books with a highlighter. And whenever I come across a main point, I'll be sure to highlight that. Now, I'll read all the way through how much ever I want to read or what my goal is for the day. And once I'm done highlighting all these main points, I'll then go through and summarize all of this in my own words and type it up too. So that way, not only are you reading and highlighting, but you're going back and you're paraphrasing these ideas in your own mind, and you're kind of creating in your own words what it meant for you. And that's going to help you learn that knowledge a lot better and help it resonate with you. The next step after that would be, of course, to apply the knowledge that you learned, because it's one thing to read a book and to obtain the knowledge, and that is what Tony Robbins would call potential power. Knowledge is potential power, but it's not until you actually tap into that power and start using it until it's going to be effective. We can know everything about something in the world, but if you don't ever apply it, if you don't ever share that knowledge or teach anyone that knowledge, it's never going to make a difference in your life. And that's it, everybody. Those are the top ways that I educate myself. Now, if there's any ways that you educate yourself that I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments.